I'm sorry, Captain Avery. Did you hear a bell? Because I didn't hear a bell. I think despite all of the unexpected issues with running a space station, after yesterday, I can consider it an absolute success. A bustling space station of 50 guests spending their money, using my gambling machines and buying alcohol. In the background, this military complex hard at work. Now, my dear sweet captain, it's time we go from being little basic baby boys up here just running a space hotel to all-out world conquest. No one will see it coming. No one's going to expect it. Oh, you mean the people who run Kvargs? What, they're building a super weapon? That can't be true. All this shit from all these hundreds of mods finally combined, put together, whether it's the shield generators, the turrets, the Ultratech, I don't care what it is. We all put it in a single ship and we destroy. We've lulled them into a false sense of security with the equivalent of an orbital Blackpool illuminations. Now we come out swinging. So, now we plan out our grav ship. Some whiny little babies are saying, please read the description of Alt Steel. Our advanced Ultratech structural material, Ultra Steel, is not very strong. All right, fair enough. You got me. Not really Ultra Steel then, is it? It's like a side grade, if anything. I guess we put it out of Plasteel? Do I have any better ingredients? The fuck can I stuff a spaceship with? Can I build the spaceship out of armored walls? Forum? Forum would be good, but that's not like really... I don't know how we craft that. Uranium, maybe? I mean, uranium is pretty tough, and we can basically replicate whichever one we want. We've just got to decide what route we're going down. Yeah, let's go material shopping and decide we could build it out of beeswax. Bee spaceship? Aren't some of the beeswax, like, ridiculously strong, though, by design? Interesting. Or we can craft Forum. Ooh, I need to have a look at the stats on that. I know that Mr. Wolf's ceremonial blade is made of it, and I'm pretty sure it comes from Rimworld. Yeah, that's it. Craft the energy crucible. Can we even make an energy crucible? I don't believe we can. Yeah, maybe there's some research. Energy crucible. There it is. I mean, it almost certainly is significantly faster. Oh, I'll take a repair station. Sure. Almost certainly is significantly faster to... just replicate it either way. We'll take a look at the stats and then I'll decide whether I go for... We only care about hit points because it's a spaceship hull after all. 1,050 for uranium. 1,175 for plasteel. Oh, the forum's almost as good as uranium. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Alt steel is 505, so total garbage. No way. You remember those pink crystals I replicated for... Captain Avery's rainbow armor? Why is the fucking thrombo working behind the bar? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is it not drinking? Alcohol, gin, iced coffee. Oh, my God. Thrombos famously can't use replicators. Even though there's plenty of food for our people, there's none for the animal. But all beer, chemshine, you name it, has a very small nutrition value. Nutrish 0.08. Thrombos, very hungry, mean that they have to constantly drink alcohol to keep their nutrition up. Ah, fuck it, just leave it in there. What I'm getting at, sorry, what I'm getting at here is, it's going to be a big pink ship. We could paint it if we're really that bothered. I don't give a shit. Who's going to see a big pink ship coming over? Oh, it's expensive to replicate. For every 39 plasteel we would have gotten before, remember it took ages to get that? We're going to get 15 pink crystal. So this could take a while just based on pure pink crystal expectations. Now, what I have done is I have optimized things a little bit, sped the game back up, managed to... Ooh... Hello, another Resurrectimate serum. Managed to ring out a bit more TPS. I've shut down a lot of the shuttle pads and optimizing the animations and shit. What I am going to do is disable all guests from now on. While we are gearing up for pure war, I don't need these people here. I want to be able to leave the space station at some point so we can go out for a weapons test. We just don't really want anybody hanging around. Let's speed things up a bit too. Are you... What are you doing? Are these two enemy factions? Can you not kill each other on my promenade? I mean, this is one of those situations where I literally cannot get involved. Otherwise, I'm the bad guy no matter what. We've just got to let him fight it out. On the plus side, we got a choice. I can use a Resurrectimate serum on Dodo, or I can use it on Mr. Wolf. Resurrector. Oh, we've got... Did I buy a spare? Oh, what the fuck? Was another one delivered and I just ordered up another one because it wasn't put in the stockpile? Well, the good news is then we don't have to pick. We can resurrect Dodo and we can resurrect Mr. Wolf, for better or worse. Maybe I'll just resurrect 2 Dodos. Dodo who died first, you get to come back. A second chance. A third chance, kind of. Oh yeah, by the way, we weren't going to resurrect you because we managed to steal you from the past, but then the you from the past died, so we thought we'd give you another chance. I don't know if he'd take that well. I fucking wouldn't take that well. What do you mean you weren't going to resurrect me because you kidnapped a different version of me? I'd be pissed off. Killy became a guest. Killy is the... Yeah, that's correct. They're all kind of Killy right now. There we go. One Dodo. Someone made a very fair point. We got to watch out with Dodo and the med pod, because the med pod will cure all of his carcinomas, which is how the Xenotype works, right? So if we put him in there, I think that'll cure all of this. It does. That's not the end of the world, because to be fair, the whole reason we'd be using his power is mainly to cure other people anyway. That's the only real reason I had him around. You don't really need it at all, huh? There you go. You can be fine, ready for war, not in pain. Welcome back, Dodo. The problem is I haven't got enough room to put down any more... armor racks. We're gonna have to shrink the security office a bit more. Again, fuck, marry, kill. Kilos, Doe, or Kvarg. Kill Kilos. And then, you know what? Let nature take me for the rest of it. Marry Kvarg, because he's got like a pretty... I mean, this guy's probably got a solid pension in place. And then... Oh, yeah, but then you're fucking Dodo. So what do we need for these crazy bionics if I resurrect Mr. Wolf? Skin hardening. Okay, I can get skin hardening. That's not a problem. I could do a tech print world tour. Sure. I mean, that's definitely something I can sort out. Hang on. Let's pack a shitload of... yes, a shitload of chem fuel and get going. Now to combine 100 mods into my ultimate weapon. Number 1. Shield generator, obviously. Smack in the middle. Do we need these cooling plugs? Careful to keep anything away from this. Catch fire and a heavy load. It will flare around the base. What are these jokes you're making, huh? Okay, I don't know how this works. Let's just build them and hope we can reinstall them when we figured it out. Teleportation bed. Oh, made to teleport incapacitated humans. Oh, shit. So we actually were able to teleport people over to the med pod directly. I think we put a couple either side of the med pod. Speaking of phallic-looking things. Fuck is a harvester cannon? Mow down entire groups of enemies in a second. Oh, it's manned. Oh, it would be kind of a flex, though, to have the whole crew just, like, on that ready to go. Wall foam turrets to put out the fire on my shield generator. Probably solid. I did want... Oh, we got, like, manned blast. Turrets fires 3 frag grenades. Beware of friendly fire. We can't use the manned versions. Could cover the whole ship in rocket swarm launchers. That would be insane, because I imagine... Hold on, let's test it. That's what we're here to do. Let's see if we can hook these up to a chem fuel network. So what I can do then is I could... teleport all the chem fuel, like the thousands of chem fuel. I've loaded it all into here so we can do a world tour. But whatever's left over of the thousands of chem fuel I put in this thing, we can load it into this in an IO unit and just pump it directly to them and just have them firing non-stop. Let's see if they connect up, though, before I commit to these ridiculous ideas. Okay, we can reinstall those. They store plasma, which I presume, in turn, fuels the shield generator? How else would I get plasma, do you think? Requires plasma piping to vent through cooling plugs. Will not turn on unless it's connected to cooling plugs. Okay. I mean, I could surround the whole thing in these if that's entirely necessary. So really, we're just trying to keep this number as high as possible because that's kind of the capacity. Ooh. Okay. And then depending on the size of the ship, I could actually probably make this much smaller. So let's drag the radius right down so that we've got the ship covered. But that probably, I imagine, will last a lot longer if it's covering a smaller area, right? Going to be placed next to another building of the same type. Ah. Oh, so I've kind of done a scummy thing there by placing them down before the others were built. Because that lets you place them adjacent. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not bothered. I'm good. How does this work then? So it's inactive. I presume what we do is power it, and then the plasma is kind of like a byproduct? Plasma. Do I need anything else for plasma? So there's not plasma in any of the other categories. Like, this is it. So I assume that's fine then. The ship's going to need a big old power supply. That's fine. I can definitely do that. A couple of energy manifolds. Yeah, we can fit those in. Sure, we can fit those in. Let's put those... Oh, this ship's going to be a fucking fireball. Oh my god, this is an accident waiting to happen. Is that supported by chem fuel? It is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So we could just have that thing pulling rockets effectively out of the storage. I could do this. That's all good and all. That's fine. Do we want to vary it up so we've got like... Because some things are obviously more resistant to explosives. So I think really we gotta vary our shit up a little bit here. I think pink Vulcan cannons. We throw down a few of those. Maybe we do... Vulcan cannon, and then we go for... Oh, those shredder turrets. I remember those. Those things are fucking sick. Those would be really, really good for close-range defenses if the enemies walk up and start meleeing us. So I might even put those in front of these. Because I can't imagine the friendly fire will be that egregious. That ship for close-up defense, and then maybe a couple of sniper turrets to pick off enemies that are outranging these. But the range on these are ridiculous, right? What's going to outrange that? Like an anti-material rifle? What's the chance of them turning up with those things? Mortars. Ah, mortars could be an issue. Cannon. Turn up fucking broadside them, Bucko drink style. No, future series, maybe. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's go. One of those, and then, you know what? If we swing that back, we could put down a couple of... We could put down a sniper turret in front of it. God damn. Make sure we're building out a pink crystal. Big concern, then, is we're not going to be able to get pink crystal fast enough, right? If we're getting, like, what was it? Like, 15 every 2 days times 22? That's slow. I did notice when I was flicking through the tabs here, we've got mech tech drilling rig. We need 6 mech tech components plus our fuckload of plasteel. I could definitely reclaim some of maybe the guest rooms to build these. Oh, these are enormous though, aren't they? Jesus. Where would I even put one of these? Remove some of this stuff? Yeah. I think we can... I've got some of these turned off because they're 5,000 watts a piece, and quite frankly, we don't need the steel right now. Now, this thing is a self-proclaimed infinite resource spawner that will spawn any deep mineable resource. I don't think the pink crystal would count as that, because I think some of our other drills would be able to hit it if that was the case, but we'll soon see. Look at these loading it onto the conveyor belt. That's so fun. Ooh, the shields are online. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know if, say, when we're on the planet, that this is just going to heat up. Now, I'm going to wrap this in crystal armored wall. Not oxygen-proof, doesn't have to be. This is just the shield generator. What do we need for this thing, then? We need only mech tech components now. How the fuck do I make mech tech components? Is it, it's one of these buildings. Hold on. Mech crafter? Ultranite assembler? Do you think it could be that? Microscopic machines from literally nothing. We need those Ultratech components. That's not the same thing, though, right? Mech Tech components is something different. I don't know what we need. Mech Tech. Show me. No. Mech Tech components we make with Mech Tech. That would make sense that Mech Tech leads to Mech Tech. Yeah, well, I mean, we've already got that, though. Maybe it's under biotech because it's Mech Tech? Well, for now, don't worry about it. Kvarg, let's get to the planet, please. What? Of who? The Reckoning of Taff. I don't even want that, but I'll take it. This faction sells pink crystal, so I can definitely get behind that. You can buy mech tech components. Beautiful. What is this? Bee milk? Hey, I can't bring Kvarg home because you prick. Okay, well, let's see what they've got at the very least. That is a reserved landing pad, or you just sell like a whole menagerie. Look at this shit. Alpha Thrombo sold. I'll take one. Yeah, why not? Oh, hello, advanced components. Grav cores. Okay, I do need those for the ship. You're so right. Man, I can't afford the Thrombo. In fact, I can't even afford all of this shit. Do we need that many grav cores? Probably not. I think let's try 3. Cool, there you go. Sorry about the whole Thrombo thing. I would have liked a friend for my piss drunk Thrombo, wherever the hell they've ended up. Probably dead. Oh, there you are. How you feeling? You've worked it off. Oh my god, mech tech components are an ultra component, 20 uranium, 10 alt steel, and 9 gold. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. Can I make the other components, though? What the hell are they called? We can make ultra tech components. So we've just got to keep upgrading the whole route down. I mean, we've got really good crafters, so I'm not worried about that. I just wasted a tremendous amount of time mining an asteroid here to find out that we could only load, like, 200 chunks. What a waste. What a waste. And make sure you're sitting down, because this can come as a shock to some of you. It turns out I may be an idiot. I forgot, in my infinite wisdom, to overclock the drills. So I've been sat here waiting for them to do work with a massive excess of power that I could have just used to make them go at like 10 times the speed. So that's really helped with things. I don't know how long. I guess it's been like that since I built them. Secondly, this thing is not super useful because it just generates steel, which I've already got covered, trust me. Probably covered slightly too well. Additionally, and this is cool, I've just enabled it for the fun of it. You can set these resource generators to be semi-random. So you could set a time frame between, you know, like a minimum and a maximum for them to generate the resource in. So I've turned that on. So now they're just churning it out at a kind of random speed. It's slightly faster, but not much faster. Not all totally in sync. I think the way it works is, say that, for example, this one can generate those pink crystals in 5 hours. It might then generate the next lot in 5 hours, or the next lot in 2 days. Slightly faster, just a little bit of fun, a little bit of random to it. We could just go and speed it up more, given that I'm just sat here waiting, not sleeping, not living my life. You know, that's a fucking great idea. Oh, another thing I've done here is I built the precision turrets out of uranium instead. They've still got a crazy amount of hit points, but building them out of the pink crystal gave them like 400 hit points instead, so that was a bit of a waste of time. These things, though, with their 2,000 hit points, that is definitely worth it because they're going to be massive, massive targets. And out of pure curiosity here, if we go to the security tab, well, the big problem the ship has right now is melee characters getting up close. I can't deal with that. So, can I just like, oh my god, I can put them over the top. Wait, can I? Will it destroy that, though? Hold on, let's just test that out. Because that way, we can defend the ship up close if they do get within the minimum range of all this shit. Oh, we can put wall turrets over the top. Ooh. Oh, these, by the way, don't run off the turret ammunition system, like none of them, which is a bit of a shame. I think that the best thing to do about that, then, is we throw down another, one of the massive storage units. Just put a ship-based DSU, and then I just manually unload it all and get whoever's crewing it at the time to reload it. The reason I built this like this is because then we've got a 1,600 hit point wall between the enemies and the fuel, which obviously does work for the rocket pods, but also the power line, and I was going to run the ammo, but like I said, not much point in that now. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I think this is workable. I think this is fine. I don't think we're going to fill this up yet. I've told them to just put turret ammo in it, even though we need steel, probably some backup chem fuel, whatever, doesn't really matter too much. These I've connected up to the other digital storage unit. Let's just rename this so it doesn't get horribly confusing. Gunship storage. Let's take this thing for a fly. First things first, though, we've got a much larger issue to... Actually, two larger issues to resolve. Number one, the least important of the two issues. Yes, it is unfortunately that time. I'm resurrecting Mr. Wolf, despite the fact that he's probably just going to get bodied immediately again, but hey, you got to use them on something, huh? Oh, and actually, that's a fair point. Let's slap down these tech prints while we take the ship out for a quick firing test. Hey, where's the fucking med pod? Did I accidentally replace... Oh, no, does it let you build the teleport thing over the top of the med pod? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It turns out it's actually 3x3. I don't know why I thought it was 1x3. Whoops. Well, so much for the med pod, eh? Oh, fuck. What an elementary mistake. I just didn't think it would let me actually place those over the top of... Oh, yeah, look. That's classic replace stuff, isn't it, right there? Shit, because they both count as a bed. But potentially any bed you can replace with one of these. Probably chances are regular beds too. You got hospital beds, double beds. Yep, okay. So we just replaced one bed with another, so it was a totally valid furniture placement. That's horse shit. Anyway, I think the ship's ready to fly. Let's take it out there. Oh, sorry. The other super important issue, much more important than Mr. Wolf. This computer needs a chair. Oh, there is a chair. Are you telling me you can't be fucking bothered just to drag it a block over? You lazy pricks. So, we've got... We actually only needed the 2 extra grav cores for that one. We got plenty of overhead. I mean, we could have probably got away with one more. I also stole the engine out of the Defier. Otherwise, it connects up. And obviously, we can't build a second one of those because they're not constructible without a mod. However, I've got the Defier running, the power plant on the Defier running the space station right now. That's how we were able to do all this shit in the first place. Kilo's been burnt by superheated air. Oh? Are you? Why are you? Why? Sure you are, Kilos. So what I was about to say is this shit's all unroofed because I think this will probably generate a huge amount of power. But then the room next to it is... Oh, is it anything inside the shield heats up? Maybe this also traps... Ah, whatever. Fuck it. We'll take the roof off the whole thing, see if that makes it work. This is all stuff that we want to learn now, rather than when I land at the Combine base and aim all my guns in their general direction. That has not helped. What's going on with that? Why is it so warm? I mean, we don't have to oxygen seal it. I could just take the fucking roof off the rest of it as well. It really doesn't matter. I only built a steel roof just in case we get mortared in retaliation. Not a really good first test of the ship, is it? Like, it's very much an alpha. Like, oh yeah, we've packed a lot of guns in very densely, covering all angles and possibilities. The problem is you walk into the ship and you get immediately broiled. And it keeps randomly catching fire for reasons I'm not entirely sure. Not to mention I also built these walls out of chem fuel. We got some fire extinguishers. You know, I'm gonna build some more fire extinguishers. Fuck this. This is the worst ship anyone's ever built. What the fuck are the fire foam poppers? I don't recognize them. We don't do that on this channel. Where are they? Let's go test this thing out. Let's see how it flies. I'll just send maybe Avery and like a backup character just in case he gets downed. We need to fly at home. Not because the ship is too hot for anybody to fly. Is it gonna cool down? No. Fuck it. Oh god, this thing can fly further than the Defier. Good lord. Okay, so, the Combine are on my shit list, so let's try it out against them first. Worst case scenario, we Oh, God. Actually, what is the worst case scenario here? They compromise the ship, they beat the captain as they did last time, and then we lose him permanently. Nah, it wouldn't happen. Is this gonna... It's not gonna take anything with it, right? No, we're good. Ooh, this is a good one. This is good. This is good. Let's go up to... Shit, what do you think? We just go all the way up to here. Fuck it. Maximum range. Yeah, let's do it. Captain Avery's giant pink anvil dropping right on the Combine. Shitting themselves when they see this thing turn up, huh? Okay. Well, if I gotta get their attention, I can get their attention. What the fuck is that? Orbital artillery? Like, fuck you have. What the fuck? Not loaded. Are we gonna believe that? Oh, hello. They are wearing helmets. It's just they're not in combat, so it's not visible. Same as our faction. Right. Okay. So hold on. I have to activate this manually, don't I? Oh, I think I just told him to fire at the ship. Hold on. So we have to activate every single one of these manually. See, I'm starting to think the rocket artillery in hindsight probably a mistake just because of the micromanagement, but obviously I can pause and undo. We need to get in there, get their attention, then fly away. Okay, get him, 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 and boom, attacking my colonists. You want to attack my colonists, though? Come on. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now run to the ship. Now remember, when we landed in the Defier, everybody was downed. It was a total massacre. So this... Okay. Fuck, that Combine armor is too strong. Oh my god. The fact that we've got this many Vulcan cannons, they are intentionally avoiding the turrets. They really, truly are doing that, aren't they? That's not... We're not imagining that. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Since when is that a fucking thing, huh? Jesus. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. I like that. That's kind of fun. Pretty amazing to watch people get instantly disintegrated by 8 Vulcan turrets, even though they think they're being sneaky. Like, holy Christ, their ancestors probably felt that. Like, what are we looking at here per base in terms of maintenance? We didn't use a massive amount of ammo. Like really not that much at all. Maybe like 5%. I mean, we didn't really get hit, so I can't really judge the shield generator too much, but did that radius extend? Oh. Maybe it's where the ship changed orientation. Who the hell knows? Like, I can order the activation, but it's such a pain in the ass. Let's swap those out then. I think it could have been fun if they had like 50 people charging us down, all just like gunning it straight for the ship. The fact that they're actually being really clever in Odyssey and going around the mountains and shit to avoid our fire... I don't know. It seems like these are a little bit pointless. Wonder if any of those orbital guns are 2x2, because that would be a pretty easy swap. Grav ship big sentry fits. Ooh, okay, that might be the one. Let's go through them all and... Oh, maybe that one's a bit large. I want to staple a couple of those to it as well. Auto cannon's a bit big. Gauss cannon is enormous. Yeah, I mean, I'll go for some of those. That's all good. I like the sentry beams. Maybe we could put some of those on the side, because we've got plenty of room left on the ship. We got some little sentry there, and then the orbital beam. Cool. So let's swap them out for these big sentries. It says on the gun description that they swallow through a lot of ammo fast. So I mean, it's like perfect for these things, given that we didn't really use much, and these don't connect up to it. Okay, Gauss cannons. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. Now we're cooking. A few more thrusters. Some of this. I don't know why I built a corridor. I mean, I assume Avery's going to climb over the top of all the fuel. We got a couple of laser guns, a couple of Gauss cannons. Mr. Wyman, the person who made the all of these crazy buildable orbital cannons, said, hey, just increase the range to maximum. So I increased the range to maximum, and it's still not worked. So I think at this point, it's probably fair to say there's some naughty mods somewhere in this list that is... doing something to that, and I'm not sure why that would be, and I'm not sure who that would be, but given that there are like 500 mods in this mod pack, I'm not digging too deep. Right, now, to really conquer this planet, we need to go and deal with the dominant forces, you know? Leave it to the captain. Maybe you should put on some armor. Listen, I'm not here to tell you your fucking job, but that seems like a bit of a silly idea. I wonder if you could teleport between maps. So, like, if the ship is compromised and we really get screwed over, there's a... Does that say teleport distant location under that pop-up? Dominant force. It's gotta be the Empire, right? We gotta clear out the Empire. We basically take over. I think that's fair. Everybody hates the Empire, so if we wipe these guys out, everybody's allied to us. They're not gonna fuck with us when I've got the enormous pink anvil of supremacy. That's really it. That's my big spaceship. That's my big spaceship for this playthrough. I mean, what the fuck else can I do? I haven't got any more room. Strap a grav engine to the space station. Don't even suggest that idea. Maybe as a treat, when we're happy that we have total control of the planet, we could land the space station just to see what happens. Could you? No, because I need I need like 100 grav cores. We're talking the entire map. Nah, it wouldn't be possible. I would do it in God mode just to test it out, but there's no way I'm doing that legit. Hold on, with the land anywhere mod, I can just basically like put it there. line directly up with their base. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Surprise, motherfucker, we're taking over. Goodbye, nice knowing you all. Is that just going to immediately start firing then, huh? Give it a second. Give it a... Oh, no, some of them are definitely firing. What about these? Can these see? Are they not quite close enough yet? I don't like the fact they're going around. I fucking hate that. I hate the fact that you're going around. I also hate the fact that this speed mod isn't as quick to respond as the previous speed mod. You know, the one that makes it so that when there are no hostiles on the map, that you can move slightly faster? What the fuck? You can't do this to me. What the fuck? They're just walking around. Bruh. You're ruining my No. What are you doing? Why are they so intelligent? I hate that. Do you think we could bait them back up? I did build some little miner turrets just in case they did this shit, but... What the... Why are they started doing this all of a sudden? We were still going to kill them. What? I don't like them being intelligent now. Outsmarted by a very slight pathing change. This makes me feel stupid. But on the plus side, they're not... I mean, even though they've quite literally got the drop on us here, optimal positioning, they still can't put a dent in the crystal. So that was a good call, I think. Base destroyed. Hey, there you go. Beautiful. The 50th Alliance fleet now consider me their allies. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure I really want to be friends with the Dark Trouts or the Cannibal Pirates or the Insect Hives. Didn't even fire a single fucking shot. For God's sake. Okay. This is version 2. Now we know what to fix for version 3. It's not a big deal. Hold on, was that shield even doing anything? Wait, what the fuck? Whoa. Are they inside the shield? Maybe they were inside the shield. Maybe that's the problem. Let's lower the radius a little bit. Get close to my fucking ship now, you little pricks. I was going to build sniper turrets until I realized these bloody things are A, much stronger, and B, have a much larger range. Look, some of my big pink weapon has some sort of venereal disease. It's got all these growths. I'm not a big fan of it. Are you going to just walk all the way around? Well, you can't this time, you prick, because I've thought of that. I should have just built an enormous cube. I really should have. We didn't need to get cute with it. We just built an enormous cube and put the same amount of guns on each side so it's even. Fucking hell. The unbelievable firepower this thing can lay down, though. Okay, yeah, go around that side. Go around that side. See what happens. See what fucking happens. You're about to get annihilated. Are you about to get annihilated? Oh, wait, these need fire control, don't they? Oh. Look over there. What's that? I am a victim of my own hubris, huh? An unending cycle of violence. Self-violence. Hey, let's add that fire control mod. That'll be fun. Except when it comes to building the enormous spaceship, it's going to be a slight issue when another fucking turret's fire. I will admit the whole world... Jesus. I will admit the whole world conquest thing is a significant amount easier when you could just land a gunship right there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a little bit better. There we go. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Things should be slightly less restricted now with my enormous gunship. Oh, my God. They're fleeing? Why are you fleeing? What happened, huh? Oops. Well, that's not right. Well, even some world conquests are going to have a bit of a hiccup on occasion, okay? Honestly, this is just a flex, if anything. This is just incredibly embarrassing if they get beaten by a backwards ship. Jesus, it might be more powerful from the back than it is from the front. As I like to call it the kilos approach. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And here we are, the final faction base. Took about 20 minutes. I mean, it's been one of the most pleasant world conquest that I've done in recent memory. Even with a bit of accidental friendly fire taking out a whole bunch of the ship's structure, we're still doing totally fine. Like they just do not stand a chance. And you know, I've done this a few times where we've picked a certain faction as our enemy and just gone after them, and constant world conquest, glitter, void comes to mind the most out of all of them. And that was with mods like SRTS that let you have that little ship that you flew around in and then dropped all your people off, did the combat. This is infinitely quicker. The fact that we've got a mobile base with a bunch of anti-grain warheads strapped to it, I mean, holy shit, nothing's ever gonna beat this. And this is effectively base game. And there it is. Imperials are fleeing. And that, I believe, is the end of it. Since this is their last settlement, the Grand Sophian Sovereignty have been defeated. Wow. And here's all of the opinion we've gained with absolutely everybody, who I'm sure at this point respect us a great deal. There were no pit stops or refuels in this whole thing. No need for extra chem fuel, extra ammo, extra anything. It was just exactly how we left the station was what we've got right now. Originally, maybe this was going to be a playthrough of peace. But there's only so many raids from the same two fucking factions over and over and over one person can take. There's just only so much you can take before you resort to strapping anti-grain warhead launchers to an enormous pink spaceship. And with that, every faction is bought in line. As our allies, of course. Even the insects. And I think with that, my friends, we can breathe a sigh of relief. We've done it. That's all I needed to do. I just needed a grav ship no one could contend with. And I think very much we peaked yesterday, seeing 60 or however many people it was in Kvarg's bar, buying our beer, playing on our machines, a little bit of Tongo. That was what this was all about. I think, though, as a shorter look at Odyssey, how it is currently, that was pretty much as good as I was expecting. Yeah, and given that I've got 444 mods active, it's no surprise that it runs terribly now, barely breaking into triple digits TPS. This is all I was kind of hoping for, because my plan, my big long-term plan, is at the end of Odyssey's life cycle, whenever, if ever, that next DLC is announced, we do this concept again. Tighten things up so it's not so much random shit thrown in that we barely interact with. Maybe we come back with the same crew and we build another space station over another planet with however long that's going to be, a year, maybe a year and a half's worth of mods under our belt. And who knows, by then, maybe we've got Save Our Ship updated for 1.6, if they're even going to do that. Maybe we've got all of the vanilla expanded mods that I'm sure are going to take place in space, in orbit, all of the systems and many, many mods that we are going to get that do flesh out orbital life. Seen a lot of previews, I've spoken to a lot of modders, and I think there's a lot to be excited for this DLC. But I hope this is demonstrated, even if there are a few limitations on orbit. It's definitely possible to play in space. My expert recommendation would be do it with 200 mods. 200 carefully balanced, well-tuned mods. And don't just go through the workshop subscribing to absolutely everything that's ever used the word space. My final thoughts I've been saying since day one. This is an exploration DLC, not a space DLC. But I think there's definitely all the foundation we're all going to need to turn it into our space DLC, right? I mean, they turned base game Rimworld into Save Our Ship, so this gets you like 99% of the way there, I think. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's obviously been massive unbalanced base building to contrast the Granny series. Next series, though, a stark departure. I have 2 mod packs lined up ready to go. I'm basically just deciding which one I go for. One, a little more esoteric, a little more weird. One, very, very cool theme, but a radical departure from anything Odyssey. One is on the sillier side. One is on the side of mods that people have wanted me to check out for a long, long time. So I'm kind of veering towards one way right now, but we'll see. We'll see how things go in my planning and in my testing. Thank you for joining me. Worst part of all is I've had new PC components sat on my desk for like 3 or 4 days now, and I just simply haven't had the time to build it. So I'm definitely going to use this in-between series as an excuse to build something there. I'm hoping that the new series will be out Monday, but of course, with building a new PC, setting up Windows, everything else, there's almost certainly going to be some sort of hiccup, some sort of bump along the way, maybe with OBS screen capturing. Who knows what it happens to be, drivers and chipsets and all that bollocks. So you're just going to have to bear with me a little bit. I'm hoping and I'm aiming to get the new series out on Monday, but very possibly could be Tuesday, could be Wednesday. You never know, I might have some defective components. I might need to put this PC back together. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Thank you for your patience. Hope you've enjoyed this kind of couple of week random, no-holds-barred Odyssey series. Thank you to Hawk C120, Fleming, Will Dig for Food, Novice Sun, DQ, Hugh Briz, and Wonder Rim, Dragon Tor, Slippy Nips, Teb Funk, Blufocus 666, Mr. Moma, Sin of Pie, Aline Mochi. I have E621 bookmarked. the aproning of Elise, formerly Tenacious Bloom, and Yubbin, Amarok, Hierophant, Phasimus, Razorback, Tad-C2, Shatner's Bassoon, Nikolai Nielsen, Frank Zhang 9, and Anthony Fackenthal as well for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for joining me here today for a really quick world conquest. I mean, not true world conquest, but, you know, we're friends with everyone else, so that's fine. Thank you as well to Pal Talamore, Cassilia, Law Wilson, Merlin Kane, Mad Maven, Peppy, Dreadburner 94, Nick Bella, Zalat, Pair of Pants, Micro, Derpinate, Seidlitz, Vessa, Knight, Lucia, and Fatigable as well. See you next time. And I'll probably start a second channel series. I'm going to do Mass Effect 2, I think, in the days where we don't have any Rimworld going on. See you then.